Our story begins with our hero, Chef Andre, who's trying to make the world's tallest sandwich. He's been training for this moment his whole life. He got up at the crack of dawn, did some light cardio, ate a power breakfast, and now he's ready to go. In the kitchen, Andre carefully lays out his ingredients for the world's tallest sandwich. He has 2 slices of bread, 10 pounds of ham, a wheel of cheese that looks like a frisbee, and 12 tubes of toothpaste. Okay. It turns out toothpaste is a crucial ingredient in sandwich making. Who knew? Anyway, Andre begins assembling his sandwich. He slathers the bottom slice of bread with mayonnaise and begins stacking the ham. One by one, he carefully places each slice of ham on top of the bread, making sure they're all lined up perfectly. It takes him an hour just to place the ham, but he knows that the hard work is worth it. The taller the sandwich, the more likely he'll be on TV and have his face plastered across the morning news. But then disaster strikes. As Andre reaches for the cheese, his foot slips on a grape and he crashes into the countertop, sending the partially constructed sandwich flying. All the ham goes flying through the air and lands on the floor, sticking together in a perfect rectangle. Andre looks down at the mess and sighs. It's going to take him another hour just to clean this up. Just as he's about to get to work though, his phone rings. It's the TV station. They're on their way to film him making the sandwich. Andre panics. He looks at the clock. He only has 43 minutes to make the world's tallest sandwich, or else he'll be late for his big TV debut. He starts to work frantically, placing the ham back on the bread as fast as he can. But even though he's working as quickly as possible, the sandwich is still growing too tall. And with only seconds left before the film crew arrives, Andre makes a fateful decision. He grabs the sandwich, runs outside, and starts walking down the street. He doesn't know where he's going, but as long as he keeps moving, the sandwich won't fall over. Now, you might be wondering, what does a man carrying a giant sandwich have to do with the rest of the city? Well, nothing yet, but soon there will be a delicious domino effect. Andre walks down the sidewalk, weaving between pedestrians and dodging cars. The sandwich towers over him, blocking his vision. He can barely see where he's going, but luckily he doesn't run into anything. Not yet anyway. As he approaches a crosswalk, Andre sees a group of children waiting to cross the street. They look up at the sandwich and start cheering. One of the kids, a little girl with pigtails, asks if she can have a bite. Andre smiles and hands her the top slice of bread. She takes a big bite and then drops it on the ground. Andre sighs and bends down to pick it up, but the girl stops him. She says she wants to help and grabs a piece of ham. She looks up at the sandwich, which has started to droop, and asks Andre if he needs help holding it. Andre accepts the offer, and together they continue walking. The girl leads Andre to the park down the street, and they sit on a bench to catch their breath. Andre looks down at the sandwich and realizes he's almost out of time. If he wants to make the world's tallest sandwich, he needs to keep moving. Just then, a group of skateboarders rolls up and asks if Andre wants to do a trick. He declines the offer, but the skateboarders insist. One of them, a guy with a mohawk, offers to help Andre carry the sandwich in exchange for a free bite. Andre agrees, and the skateboarders lift up the sandwich, helping him keep it upright. They skate down the street, weaving between pedestrians and dodging cars. The sandwich sways precariously, but the skateboarders are able to keep it upright, thanks to the girl who holds onto the end of the bread like a tightrope walker. As they approach a construction site, Andre sees a group of workers taking a break. He asks the workers if they want to see something funny, and they agree. The construction workers laugh and point as the skateboarders and Andre pass by. One of the workers, a burly man with a mustache, shouts, "Hey, can I get a bite?" Andre hesitates, but then hands the man a piece of ham. The worker takes a bite and immediately starts chewing on the bone. Andre looks away awkwardly and continues walking. As they make their way through the city, the sandwich grows heavier and heavier. It's not just the weight of the sandwich, but the attention of everyone around them. Andre feels like a celebrity. People are pointing and taking pictures. Some people ask for autographs. Andre signs pieces of paper, napkins, even a shopping bag. He's happy to be the center of attention, but he knows he has to keep moving if he wants to make the world's tallest sandwich. The group finally arrives at the TV station, and Andre's heart sinks. It's too late. He made it just in the nick of time. Andre steps out of the car with the sandwich in hand and walks into the studio. The host greets him and asks how he can help. Andre holds up the sandwich and the crowd cheers. The host looks at the sandwich and then at Andre. What are we supposed to do with that? Andre shrugs. He doesn't know. All he wanted was to make the world's tallest sandwich. The host turns to the camera and says, "Well, folks, it looks like we're not going to be able to make the world's tallest sandwich today. But stay tuned because we're going to try again tomorrow." Andre nods and smiles. He's exhausted and hungry, and he can't wait to go home and eat a nice bowl of cereal. But then something unexpected happens. The sandwich tips over. Everyone gasps as the massive stack of bread and meat comes crashing down. People scream and run for cover as the sandwich crashes to the ground. Andre watches in horror as his dream crumbles to pieces. Then, just as suddenly as it started, it's over. Everyone looks around at the mess and then starts laughing. The host bends down to pick up a piece of ham and takes a bite. Delicious, he says. People start running around, picking up pieces of the sandwich and eating them. The skateboarders do a trick to celebrate. The girl with the pigtails runs around with a piece of bread on her head like a hat. Even the construction workers drop their tools and start eating the sandwich. Andre looks at the mess and smiles. Maybe making the world's tallest sandwich wasn't all it was cracked up to be, but he wouldn't trade the experience for the world. And besides, there's always next time. Our story ends with Andre returning to the restaurant, exhausted but satisfied. He takes off his apron and hangs it up for the night. As he walks out the door, he sees the morning sun shining through the window. He looks back at the restaurant one last time and then starts walking away. He doesn't know what the future holds, but he's excited to see where it takes him. Maybe he'll make the world's tallest sandwich someday, or maybe he'll do something completely different. Either way, Andre is ready for whatever comes next. So we hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as we enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an upload. Until next time, take care.